Okay, so in this video, I'm just going to show you how you can join the guided computer lab workshop sessions for Computing 2. So everything's going to be linked off the Minerva module. So obviously the first thing you want to do is to log into Minerva and go to the FIS 2320 module. After that, you go to the computer labs menu item. And on here, you'll find each week, starting on about the sort of Sunday afternoon or so, there'll be the task sheet for that particular week will appear in a folder on this screen. And then when you want to go and join the lab, you go and click on the second item here, the Blackboard Collaborate link. So you probably used Blackboard Collaborate at the end of last semester for some of the lecture courses. And the other thing I should go and say that if you're using Windows 10 and Microsoft Edge, you need to upgrade to the latest version, the new Microsoft Edge, because the original one that comes with Windows 10 doesn't work. Alternatively, you can also use Chromium or Firefox. I should also say, if you're using an Apple Mac, I'd also recommend making sure that you've had all the updates to the browser, because there are known to be some problems with Safari. Okay, so for the lab sessions, we're going to be using the course room. So we just click on that and we go to join course room. Okay, so once it's joined us, what you'll probably typically go and see is that I will be in the main session here, and I'll be sharing my screen, and I'll probably be having the task sheet up. And during the course of the lab session, I will sort of work through bits of the worksheet to show you some of the things that are going on, and maybe also go and show you extra bits and pieces you might need to go and do to go and complete the task. If you'd like to go and interact with the demonstrator, go and ask them some questions about your code, then we're going to go and do this by making use of breakout rooms in the Blackboard Collaborate. So to access them, you go to the pink, purple chevron, magenta, I guess, chevron down at the bottom here, on the bottom right, and you click on it, and then you go to the second icon, the one little people. That'll show you a list of how many people are in the session at the time. So what you see here is I've got the main room where we currently are, and it tells us that I'm in there as the moderator, but I'm also in there with my preview user, which is a student account. So I can show you what it looks like for you. And then there are a series of groups below this. So we're going to have a couple of these groups where there's going to be a demonstrator, one demonstrator in each group. So if you want to go and ask them anything about the code, all you do is you just go to the little icon next to it and join their group, and it eventually lets you in. And when you're in these breakout rooms, you'll get extra options. So you'll be able to turn your microphone on, you also turn your camera on if you really want to, but you can also go and share your screen. So you'll be able to go and share what's on your screen to go and show you what your code looks like to consult with the demonstrator. And after you've done that, when you want to go back and rejoin the main session, you just go back to the icon with little bods on it, and we go back to the main room. And then you're going to end up back in the session Rabi. And you see now you haven't got the options to turn your microphone or your camera on, and you can't share your screen. So I've also, as well as the two groups where I'm going to have a demonstrator in each one, we've got a series of groups set up. And the purpose of these is that if you and a bunch of your friends want to get together online and sort of work collaboratively on the worksheets, that's absolutely fine with me. You can just arrange to go to one of these groups and all gather in that group together. And if we run out of groups, I'm going to leave 5 set up, but if we need more, you can just drop me a line and I'll create some extra ones. And then you can always come back to the main session where I'll be. Even though you can't turn your microphone on, you should be able to go and use the chat function in the main room to go and send me a message if there's a question or a point you need to talk to me about. And then obviously to get out, it's on this side and leave session. Okay, so that's really just to show you how to get on. But again, just to recap briefly, go to the Minerva module, go to Computer Labs, and then click on the second link there. And it takes you to the bit where you can pick course room.